All right. Oh dear. Are we still online? Are we still online? I think we are. I'm going to close that off. Martin is watching. Music can go now. Yes, I know. I know. I know. I know. Can you play that? Tell me what it sounds like. All right. Martin, you need to come on the other side of me.
I'm not getting any sound.
You're not getting any sound?
Is anyone getting any sound?
Just wait. No sound. Someone's getting sound. All right. Let me know if you've got sound. Let me know if it's all coming through good. I started the stream like 5 minutes early, all as on time as I could possibly be, and about 12 seconds in, it said error. Do you want to continue without streaming to YouTube? And I was like, it was that paused face that I had for a long time where I got quite.
Everyone is saying it's very quiet.
It's very quiet. Okay. It
well,
might.
Neil and Blair said.
Quiet. Okay. I can.
And Nico says there's a huge delay.
Stream early or whatever went on. Try refreshing the stream and see if that fixes delay.
Everyone
Sound is
says
working,
it's
just very
quiet.
Okay. My microphones are +10, +10. They look fine from there. I need a monitor. I don't have a monitor. I've cranked up my microphone input. Delay's gone after refresh here. Okay, but still very quiet. Just tell me if we're still very quiet or if we're all good. Sound is good. All right, excellent. Working well for me. All good here. Okay, looks like we've gotten gotten into the main thing. Can you come around?
I guess.
You got to be good. Yeah, but to see you. We need to see you.
I like being off camera and just talking.
We need to see you. I'm gonna pop out a little bit here. Mahina, of course, is joining me for this stream. There she is. There she is. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was it. Oh no, she's gone. That's it. She's gone. Oh, you've got water. I was going to get a Red Bull.
A tiny bit of water.
Okay, so let's say we're starting the stream from now. That was highly stressful. I mean, what's a week without a stressful live stream? That's kind of normal. So anyway. Okay. A bunch of comments come rolling through, but hello Mahina Hathaway. Excellent. Okay. Just going to back up on these questions. So we've got a couple of questions there. Oh yeah, no drinks on the table. Good afternoon from Frog. Kiko's here. Lovdo wants to know if anyone's going to the boat show.
Nope.
Nope. Hello everyone. Boyan's here. Dobadan. Been a while. It has indeed. Neil Salt is online. Mahin is here. Kiko. Can one join the flotilla on their own boat? If they've done an Admiral's Passage. Okay, we have a lot of people. Daughter is here. Hello, daughter. It's very quiet. I think we've fixed all the sound issues. I'm just coming up there. Volume low. Try turning up your volume if it's all okay. I'm gonna have to catch up with those comments. There's a couple of good. Out on bail. Who is out on bail?
It's the name of a boat.
Maybe. Okay.
It's a good name for a boat.
Okay. Now that we've got all that crap out of the way, welcome to the live stream. It's good to have everyone here. A bunch of people watching. This is the flotilla recap for Sharpen Up 7 from October 3 to 10, 2025. I'm all got 2026 in my mind because of everything, and we're now just listening to weird noises happen outside, and our daughter's out there, so who knows what's going on, but I hear a lot of water. So let's run the cutscene, and then we're going to get straight into it. I'm sure I've remembered how to do that button after we do the cutscene. Oh my gosh.
A little bit more room.
I can try.
There's like no room here.
There's no room. I need to move the whole lot over though if I do that.
It's all good. It doesn't matter.
It's all right.
It's all
There we
good.
go. There we go. Okay. Sharpen Up number 7.
Yeah.
I don't have a plan. I have a plan, but I don't have a plan. So basically today, what I want to do, thank you everyone for joining. We had an absolutely great time, and it was a different, every flotilla is different. Every flotilla is different, and I think that's what's quite cool about the whole thing. But what we're going to do today is we're going to run over a bit of a recap of what we did on the flotilla. I've got a few videos that I've been preparing for the last 3 hours. I'm not well prepared in that sense. I've got half the flotilla just to show a bit of what we did, some of the drone footage, some of the things we did. We'll run over a little bit of that, and I would love to hear from everyone that was on board the flotilla. Hey, in the comments, if you were on board this year's flotilla, just throw your hand up in the comments or say I was here. Comment I was here. Oh, I was there. I was there. If you were on the flotilla this October, so that everyone can see last week. So we'll run over that and run over recap what we did, where we went, and then also look for some favorite moments from those that were on the flotilla. So we're going to do that first. Then we will get into a bunch of questions from anyone. Oh, this dog does not know how to drink water. My shoes are going to get covered in Luigi water. We'll run over some questions that people have or any comments that come into there, and then we'll get on to new and improved things. I don't know what that means, but I know what it means.
I was wondering
here.
when you said it.
I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. Yeah. So that is really, really cool.
Wait, Wallace.
Wallace is on board. How's it, Nico, in the virtual flotilla? On the virtual flotilla. We were there, awesome time from Neil and Jackie Salt. Excellent. Unofficially crashed the party. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, Nico. No. All right. So I've got a couple of videos that I can show and things just with the way we did our first round. I've clearly lost them. Oh no, there they are. They're the recap videos. So, oh my gosh, this dog just spills water everywhere. Rob, does it count if I was watching three weather updates? No, it doesn't count to being there, but it does count to being kind of awesome and watching 3 weather updates. Hand pink waving, I was there. Dora was there. Vruchichuchak. Marco B was there. Excellent. Okay, so this year's flotilla was kind of 5 boats. This October's flotilla was 5 boats. Weirdly, but it was Mila Felice, Admiral's Passage with Richard and Catalina, and then we had Calypso with Ivan and his band of merry sailors on board.
They are band of merry sailors.
It was really good. Then we had LaSalle, okay, an owner boater joined us, who's one of my yacht consult clients who we've helped buy the boat, go through all the process, did some training, so they joined. Neil and Jackie on LaSalle joined. Then we had David and Myra Luned, and we also had a party crash kind of thing from Sophia with Nico, because we were testing this virtual system tracker awesomeness, which I'm going to get into at some point, and it looks kind of like this with our flotilla. So we're testing this. So Sophia and the lads joined, and this was our live data tracking, everything like this. It was so cool. There's a lot of Mila Felice's tracks, but part of the flotilla is in there as well. So that was what we were doing there, and that was a lot of fun. So that was our flotilla this season. It was our smallest one
since the beginning.
Because I think mainly because I just got into selling all of the other stuff through the season and got a bit distracted, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's October and it's flotilla time. And I haven't sold all the spots. But it was nice. It was a nice, intimate group, and we had a good time.
Yes, breathing's good.
Yes. So, throwing down a couple of videos and different things here. I have to do this. We started our flotilla. Every flotilla usually starts with a dinner beforehand on the Friday night. So when you join the flotilla, you need to arrive on Friday night before the Saturday charter, and we all get together at Il Pont down here in Trogier, and we have a big dinner and we meet everyone. Everyone gets their merch, and and their flag,
the skipper's manual,
the Sharpen Up skipper's manual, and we hang out and we get to know each other instead of it all just...
It's a really great opportunity for everyone to kind of see everyone's faces and meet and mingle, because Saturday tends to be a little bit crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And along with that, not necessarily everyone will come to the briefing this Saturday morning. See you next May. Absolutely, Rob. Absolutely. Oh, I'm excited about that. And I'm getting off track very quickly, but we've sold the other 460. You and Moustache Nathan are going to be racing against each other, 460 versus 460.
Fun. But this year, instead of doing the dinner, we did it a little bit different.
Yeah, because Yvonne's crew on Calypso and Richard and however couldn't make it on the Friday night. We had a barbecue here at our place for a few people, and then we did our normal briefing in the morning. So if you're coming on the float, there we are. If you're coming on the flotilla, just remember, we want to be here on Friday night so we can all meet at that and have a good time. So then we of course meet at Tanel Coffee Shop in the morning, and here's a little shot of that. That was our briefing on the inside of Tanel Coffee Shop. And then that's all about getting to know the weather and everything like that. And then we come out, get to the marina after provisioning and all this sort of stuff, start the check-in process. Now, I got a bit of video here of Calypso coming out because it was very much the brand new charter, first time chartering for Yvonne, and a lot of first times for a lot of the crew. So we wanted to spend some time going over the maneuvers, how to leave the dock, how to come back into the dock, just to get that crew really meshing. So I jumped on board, actually so did Richard from Admiral's Passage, who would sail on my boat. The Admiral's Passage sails with us and our crew. And here's just a shot of us popping out of the berth. We didn't have a lot of wind, maybe 8 knots or something like that, 10 knots from the stern. Popping out of the berth and just learning how this boat maneuvers. This is a big part of the Sharpen Up, because when you charter a yacht, the first maneuver is leaving the marina, and in a situation like this, leaving the marina in a tight marina.
Which is quite often the case in Croatia.
Quite often.
Usually the marinas are quite tight.
And often it's sea breeze afternoon, and you've got 15 to 18 knots. So you've never sailed this boat, you've never driven this boat, you have no idea how much power the prop has. All these things can be very intimidating. Okay, so we just popped out of here, and you can see I got them into a tight ball. I let them get themselves into a tight spot and just learn how we brought our stern to the wind and how to maneuver the boat slowly and in control, feel the prop walk.
But I think too, I can see Marco's at the helm, and I can see one of the girls is at midships, and it's also a really good... Sorry, at the bow, I mean, not the helm.
Okay.
I mean the bow, sorry.
Yeah, Marco's on the bow, yeah.
But it's a really good opportunity to get people communicating and to setting that tone for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
And these guys are great communicating, and I think this is probably what sort of really started them off.
Yeah. So, I mean, on a busy flotilla day, if we have 5-6 boats, I won't get to go and do this with every single boat. It's just not
it's other Marco at
feasible. Not feasible. But because they're in this situation like this, and when we have returning, I love that we have a lot of returning people as well, because when we have so many returning, we can spend a bit more time on this first day with the brand new crew or whatever it is. So they did really good coming out of here, and I'm just gonna punch forward a little bit on this, and you see we come out into a little bit of wind here, and they had to figure out how to turn the boat around. So we did that with them. That's what that slow Saturday is about. It's a busy day because you've got a lot to do. You're introducing yourself to your boat. What else? Provisioning.
Provisioned, which is, I mean, these guys they were Croatian, yes, so at least they had familiarity with what was available, but it's not where they live. They don't necessarily know exactly where everything is.
Yeah.
They brought a lot of their food with them, I think, just because they were smart and they knew that provisioning might be a bit hectic. But this is also the reason why we do it off season, why we do it sort of the shoulder ends of the season with this flotilla, because you imagine this is in the middle of the season, you do not get the space to do this.
Yeah, that's it. So that's a big part about what the flotilla is about. That first charter is so much more than the sailing and the training. So, and I mean, coming into a spot like this is very narrow. They had, a fender width either side.
It's very daunting.
It is daunting. So
even for people who've sailed a lot, this part is very daunting because, like, back home, right, you're taught not to touch other boats.
Yeah, you don't touch other boats.
How do you not touch other boats in this situation?
Yeah. So yeah, look, it's that's what Saturday's about. Also, every chance we get, we will get Mahina on board the boat with you in order to show you the process of stowing everything away so it's going to be safe, or moving glasses and moving stuff like this.
Yeah, and I didn't get to do that with these guys, but they did good.
Yeah, they did really good. So look, that's big about what our Saturday's about, and then after that point, we then head out to our first spot for the evening. Now, in this case, that was Vinnytsia. So we had a good forecast of potential north winds, and Vinnytsia is close by, not even an hour's sail if you just go straight there. And we headed out to Vinnytsia and to drop anchor. So that actually, I got a little bit of that actually too. We were out sailing. So there's Richard from our Admiral's Passage, and he was out, and we got our sails up. And as soon as we got the sails up, we actually got about 18 knots of wind. It was fantastic. And here is LaSalle just pumping it along there. As I said, when we first put those sails up, there was a fair bit of wind. So LaSalle put a reef in, they were practicing stuff. And this was a good shot of them just trucking along on a nice reach, following Mila Felice down towards Vinnytsia. Well, they're actually sailing back the other way at this point. But it was a very nice sailing afternoon.
But this is why we choose closer spots like Vinnytsia or Marina, because then the focus is not on just getting there. The focus is on getting to know your boat, putting the sails up or not. Giving
yourself time on that first night, because it's going to get dark, especially like October. It gets dark quite early, and you need to take all this into consideration. In the summer, you've got more time to come in and set anchor. But as you can see, this is Calypso setting anchor on the first night in Vinnytsia. And once we
first for them, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was first, brand new. So this is Mahina and I on the boat. We went over afterwards once they first dropped to say, hey, how's it going? We reset anchor with them to give them a real confidence in that, just because it was the first time. So how do I do that? I got to press that button now and get rid of that. It was their first time doing that. So we got on, helped them with the anchor alarms, just said hello. I took my beer over. It was fantastic. So but very well done. Very well done to them. Who are you being cheeky for, Nico? Mustache Nathan. That is exactly, that's how we refer to you, Nathan, my friend. Just Mustache Nathan, because of the sweet mustache. Oi, of course it's getting a workout. Yeah, we were rocking that one. So that was our first night. We also went for, some crews stayed on board and cooked. Others, we went to the restaurant there at Vinnytsia, which was nice. Excellent. Restaurant at Vinnytsia, and it was a really nice spot. We just got to have another social sort of evening for some of us, and chill out, and then have a nice easy night on anchor in Vinnytsia. Next morning, up early, we swam. Not everyone swam, but Callie and I swam.
I was going to say, define we, because I did not swim.
And we got our flags up. Everyone got their flags up in the morning. We had a fresh wind coming into the bay, which was a real tease, because once we got out of the bay, there was no wind. But there's Mila Felice hoisting the flag in the morning, and here's Calypso hoisting theirs as well, getting that Sharpen Up banner nice and high.
Oh, look, there's Evan.
Loving it. That hat, man, that's brilliant. That was a cool morning. Prior to this, I think I got my videos backwards, but anyway, prior to this, we did some other things. I'll talk about that soon. There's LaSalle. Now, LaSalle didn't have their flag line set up, so that's why they've got a low flag, but we did get that hooked up by the end of the flotilla. And here's part of the furniture, Myra Lunad. There she is in her glory, sitting out on anchor. I think she was the first to arrive. David, well done. And his fresh flag up. He needed a fresh flag because he'd shredded the last one. How many seasons had it done, David? At least 2, I think. So that was an interesting one. We also managed to spend time with Calypso, because the sails were going to also be a new experience on that boat for them. So I went over in the morning. We raised the mainsail properly, checked that it was reefed correctly, set it up with one reef in it so that they knew what that looked like, and just got them familiar with exactly how that was going to work. and then I jumped in the dinghy and I drove away. But it was that was a really good process to go through as well, just to have them understanding exactly what was going to happen in the process. And you can do this on anchor. You do not have to have your first mainsail raising on a new boat be out with all the traffic and everything like that. You can indeed put that up at anchor like we did just there, or however.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He shreds a flag each season, especially when he was on the boat full time. He's out there, man. Those flags are out there.
That's the one. So look, that was our day one. We had plans to go. The thing about the Sharpen Up is we've got an itinerary. We've got a rough itinerary plan in mind. But it all depends on the weather. Okay, it all depends on the weather, Nico. And then sadly, we never needed a reef for the rest of the week. This is true. We certainly did not. So what we then is we switched gears on this one, and
kites.
We needed everything. We switched gears on this, and we went over to a bay in Didnt and did anchoring stern to. Okay, now this stern to the shore. So getting your anchor down, getting it set really well, and getting lines to the shore. So this is a process, especially here in Croatia or in Greece, a lot of the Mediterranean, you're going to need to learn and be confident in, because anchorages can get tight. All right, so you want to know, right, is my anchor holding well? How do I get my anchor to hold well? And then what is the process for a crosswind while we're at the bringing in and going on anchor, etc. So that was really good. So yeah, we had LaSalle do it first. We had Calypso second. Sophia didn't join us on this one, and in the end, I think what's his name? David Myra Lunad rafted up next to Mila Felice to snag some lunch. But it was really good. So this is what I do. I jump out the dinghy. I'll come along. We run this sort of support. We've got Blair on the radio or flying the drone or whatever it is, so that we can help out and make sure it all goes really well. And this is courtesy of Calypso crew flying the Avatar 2 POV drone, whatever it is. So footage is not like my normal footage. It's a bit kind of like an airplane. There they are. But it was some cool footage just to show where we were parked up. Yeah, it's neat. So I just need to do sound effects. There are us four, and Myra Lunad parked up next to us. Ivan, I think you need to just be a bit slower.
Why are you zooming?
I was trying to edit it. And there's the Scots in the sea enjoying it in beautiful water. It really was a lovely spot, and a bunch of people came back and said that this was their favourite spot of the week.
I mean, I think this is the key to the way we sail, as well as the way we run the flotillas, is that we got a lot of the manoeuvres and stuff done early in the week because of the light weather. Yeah. So as much as the light weather was drag, because we didn't actually get to, race, and I know you guys love to race, but having that light weather meant that we could do those manoeuvres. And I mean, other than for David, and he didn't do it anyway because he rafted up for us, that's fairly still new and fresh for the other two boats. Yeah. Well, Ivan's crew definitely new and fresh. Jackie and Neil still, ironing out their kinks and figuring out their way to do it. Yeah. So doing it fresh off a bit of trauma of a stern two with lines. So that was really good to. But that lighter weather, as much as it might be a drag for that other stuff, it's also good for this stuff. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, even in that position, everything was chosen for that position. It was like, right, why are we here? Why are we on this side of the bay versus the other side of the bay? And true to form, we had a breeze come up, and it was nice and right over the stern, so the positioning was really good. So a whole lot of it is about how we choose where we're going to go and everything like that. So from all of you out there, I would love to hear what your biggest challenge was on the flotilla. Share that out here. You mean flotilla participants, that's right. Or if you've been on a flotilla before or whatever. But yeah, flotilla participants for this one. What was your biggest challenge? And what was the number one lesson you learned throughout that week? Something like that. Throw those down in the comments and we'll visit those. So it was really interesting from this point. And let's bring up Sail Trace to have a look at this. I'll bring it up in a second when I can figure out the track. Let's use the Calypso track for that. There we go. I like that. I need to share my screen here. Okay, this is awesome. being able to do this is so cool.
So big shout out to Nico with Sail Trace because this I gotta back up for a second. Slow down, Jackie. That was the biggest lesson learnt, wasn't it? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's a hard one. It's hard to slow down.
It really is, because it feels so. Anyway, yeah. So this was the course that Calypso did over the time. So let's just zoom in on this. So we were.
Okay, can I just say?
Yeah.
Previous to this flotilla, we were trying to track everybody on WhatsApp using WhatsApp location, which is not accurate and drops out at any given time.
No, it's terrible. It's bouncing off satellites.
And then some people don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
This is so much better, and you can do this.
Yeah.
So I'm not a geek. I don't understand most of the functionalities of this, but I think this is cool.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. I mean, I could see, the great thing about it was, it won't show this right now, but I could see the wind, the direction, the apparent wind speed, the boat speed. I could see all of this stuff from the iPad in front of me on the boat, of the boats in the fleet. So it was just fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. So we've got big upgrades coming for all of it, and I'm excited about it.
I'm so excited, even though I don't know what it does.
So we had a falling forecast, so we got a bit of sailing out to about here, and then we had to put motors on and get into Tiha because I wanted to get down here. We were going to have a light forecast the whole time. So we sailed down in here, and darkness fell by about this point here. We knew we were going to arrive in the dark, so that's exactly what we did. We arrived down here. Oh, if I could do this. See, I could have been smart and selected 3rd, 4th, 5th of 10, 20, 25. And then I wouldn't have shared.
All of the other
No. 6th?
I know. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
I'm not doing it right. Nico, I'm not doing it right. It is the 10th, eh? That month.
I'm really bad at retaining dates and numbers.
Oh, why isn't that working?
What day was it? It was the Sunday, yeah?
Oh, no, it wasn't the 3rd. It was the 10th. Oh, I'm on the wrong dates.
12th is the Sunday.
Okay, 12th to the 14th. Stand by. Stand by. Well, because then I'm not giving away the whole itinerary. There we go. I can do it, but day by day. 09, 10, 20, 25. I need a click selector on this, Nico. I need a click selector. Anyway, so
I'm so good with the keyboard.
We came into this only really badly visible. There's a calendar symbol. Is there? Oh, hey! That would have been a lot easier. So from Saturday, and then I could go to Sunday.
Yeah.
And then to Monday. So then I can do it day by day. This is where we went. This is cool. There we go. That's what I was after. Bravo, bravo. So it does work. Just badly visible. I hear you. So we came all the way down into here. It was a very simple approach. And we knew the area. Okay, so we come in and then we anchored up in here, stern to in the dark, which was a really cool experience for a lot of people. And I said this, that mainly this was a great experience for newcomers because they know they never want to arrive in the dark.
Well, okay.
Not never.
Not never.
But
yeah. It gives them the experience with a safety net.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of safety nets, because David's there and Nico's there as well as
yeah,
us.
That's it. So that was really good to be able to show people this is how disorientating it can be. This is how okay it can be. This is how slow you need to go.
You got disorientated.
All that sort of stuff. I got disorientated. That was hilarious. I got on the radio. They're like, Mila Felice, are you docking next to us? Because you're not next to us.
No, they
said, I was in the wrong bay.
Who are you docking next to? Because it's not us.
Because it's not us. Yeah, that was pretty good. So on those lessons learned, slow down, Jackie, was great. Doris said springing off in Valagashka was a fun challenge. Yeah, so we used a control line to wind them upwind to get off the mooring line in Valagashka. That was cool. Wallace learnt not taking the massive discount on Felice and just kicking work in touch for another week. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Someone's got FOMO.
FOMO. FOMO's good. It's good
Yes,
for
you
business.
do, Nico. We never got around to that, didn't we? Did we? And this, how
On
do you use sale trace?
Yeah. That is 100% completely developed by Nico. That is the one. 17.
The date.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. And you guys are talking about that. That's great. Yeah, well done, Nico. Very impressive system. Even better when you're watching the boat live. Yeah, of course. So,
And it was really cool over the week to be able to watch the boats and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
So much more reliable than WhatsApp location, and also so much more information.
Yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. So I'm super excited about that. Oh,
Oi.
lost one. Oh my gosh! In September last year, anchor slipped in a strong Hugo, and the boat was totaled. Ouch. All right. Moving on a little bit. So that was really cool. Now, once we did our stern to we went got in there overnight. We had a good night's sleep. We had a calm forecast for the morning. I then went. Oh, we had flouters for breakfast. That was fantastic. It was absolutely. Can we have those tomorrow? We've got mince left over.
I don't know if you've got the mince left over. You'll have to check with your father-in-law.
Anyway, I love those. But basically, mornings in general are going to go like this: the weather update at X:30 in the morning or whatever we decide on. Then everyone comes over to Millfleece and we have a bit of a chat about what's going on. Skippers or crew or all of the above have some coffee and talk about the manoeuvres we're going to do. In this case, we're going to be doing.
What's one of the manoeuvres that we
picking
need
up
to work on
mooring
during the week?
balls over the stern. Yeah.
Putting a dinghy in the water.
Oh, we didn't do that this time. That's
and
right.
using it to come to the skipper.
We absolutely need to do that.
Consistently a bad one.
That's the other thing. On the Sharpen Up, you'll learn that you need to put your tender in the water, get the outboard on, and come over to the lead boat for the skipper briefing in the morning, because there is not a service that will bring you to the boat unless you hook up with your other boats in the fleet and say, hey, you guys do your dinghy today and we'll do the dinghy tomorrow. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. We need to get away from the perception that Blair is a taxi driver and he's just going to bring everyone over, because then he takes away from all the work he's supposed to be doing on the boat.
He's not doing my work.
That's the one. So yeah, we need to definitely get away from that. There's an option to ban people.
Good thing you've only just discovered that now, because no one's actually needed to be banned.
Yeah. Just swim. Oh, no, I love that. Because Nico would put his stuff in his dry bag and swim to the briefing. And that was great. That was really, really great. I like that. So that was cool. We did some stern to mooring practice and everything like that, which was good. What did I have next? Then we got to just go sailing. After that mooring practice, there was sailing.
That was fun. It
was light, but it turned good. How am I going to swim to the briefing in May?
Just go around the boat. You'll be fine.
One lap. I don't know. Nico, did Jacob message you? That's all I'm going to say.
Anyway, back to the light wind sailing, please.
Back to the light wind sailing. So we got out there, got the sails up. It was really cool to see everyone having a go. We got Nico and David out there in the back battling it out for the light wind record. LaSalle in center point right now. So we've got some cool photos, some cool footage. And this really dropped out. The reason it was so light at this point is because this was the fight between the wind that was coming off Brach and hitting Hvar, and the sea breeze that was trying to come up. So eventually that sea breeze did come up, which is what we're starting to... which is what we're starting to sail on here, and then bam, we got wind. There's LaSalle trucking it upwind at least 4.5 knots.
Wait, is there motor on?
Oh, that was harsh, Mahina. So we got some really cool sailing. We got some upwind stuff and got to do a few tips and tricks and everything with everyone there. Here's a great tack by Sophia. Here we go. Round they go. Super high speed. And it was neat though to line up all the boats next to each other and just have some fun sailing before we went into port.
And I'm really glad we took the opportunity to do it then.
Yeah, because we didn't get a lot of it.
Didn't get much.
We certainly did not get a lot of it. No, he didn't. Now I'm afraid. Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's all right. Don't freak out. So the sailing was fun, and then we headed into Starograd to do on the river there. we always try and work on heading in early so that we can do extra practice if we need to, or if someone wants to do another in and out, whatever's going on. But we also went to Horta Farm for dinner, which was fantastic. So that was a fun evening. And in the morning, we of course got some more practice. So we did a bunch of stern to repeats in the morning for 1, 2, 3. I think most of the boats, except LaSalle. LaSalle, we ran out of time with LaSalle, and I'm going to do it with them. Some more and everything like that, but that was a little bit of footage from Ivan on the POV drone. We didn't get much footage from that day. Blair had the drone up. We did get a little bit, but anyway. So that was cool. We did some docking there, and then up to Valagashka.
Which is a beautiful spot.
Wrong button. I'm getting there. I need a bigger stream deck, obviously. So now there's a calendar button down here that you can push, which is great. So that was our sailing on the 14th, and then calendar button down here. Look at this. And then the 15th, we took just a quick run up and around to Valagashka up here. Great spot, beautiful area, and we got in for a slightly different situation there, which is always interesting. This is part of the reason we do this one. So you get introduced to these locations. And so that if you're coming back on your own, chartering on your own or with friends, whatever it is, then you know about these places and you know how to manage them.
Shout out to Marco from Valagashka, who does Konoba Marita. Yeah?
Yes, Konoba
who
Marita.
closed 2 days before.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to have dinner, but we had dinner on the boat. So
but if you're there in summer, definitely check it out because their food's amazing. The deer are awesome.
The bay is beautiful.
And it's a stunning little spot.
Yeah, this clip is definitely going on YouTube. I have to play that again now, because this was terrible. Look at this slip. Oh my gosh, I freaked out. I thought he was going to die.
He did not die.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, he did not die.
He did not die. And for reference, this is how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah,
there
boy.
We go.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Everyone rate that dive, please. I want ratings of that dive. Maybe rate the first one and the second one. No, just rate the second one. But that is the year at Valagashka. I did not get my footage set up for Valagashka. I have not run all that, so I don't have it on handy. Do I have I just don't have
audio
it.
on those.
Yeah. No, I just don't have the footage. I don't have the footage ready for Valagashka. But
so we go to Valagashka because the setup there is what?
Set up there is mooring lines, but they are not on a mooring ball. So you do need assistance to get into there. So this is another spot that we use. So but that doesn't need to be told as such because you're going to come on the flotilla and you're going to check it out. So yeah, rate the dive or the diver, mate, both.
The dive is impeccable.
The dive is impeccable. The dive is pretty. He's pretty good.
Pretty good as well.
Definitely 10 points. Definitely. I think Blair gave it a 9.8 on video. But anyway, so look, that was the general rundown of the flotilla. We cruised around these spots. This is how it works. So it was a lot of fun. The next day we went up all the way to Stamorska, and we spent some time docking in Stamorska as well. We did a knot tying session. We saw a lot of cats.
Stamorska is a cool one too because Stamorska is not one that you can reserve, even us. So actually, Nick contacted the guy, but even on our way there, we did not know if we were going to be able to get spots for all the boats, which is kind of a good lesson of how it tends to run around here.
Yeah, that's the one.
That you can't always reserve your spot. A lot of the time you can't. Yeah,
you cannot. So that was cool. But we had a plan based on the weather. We had northeast coming up, so this spot was looking good. Next day it was refueling at Rogac, so we did some coming alongside and some springing off, and then up into Didnt Valley, Luka Didnt Valley for the med mooring anchoring with stern lines to the shore. So it all went really well. We even got a small sail out of Didnt Valley after that on the Friday up to Marina, where we did a raft up there, and then finally the breeze kicked in right as we were 2 hours before getting onto the dock, and Calypso and us got some good sailing up there, which was really great. So look, all in all, dinner at Grotta at the end, it was a fantastic flotilla. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. As I understand it, Calypso's planning on coming back. I haven't heard
Calypso
from
crew, you
LaSalle.
mean?
Yeah, Calypso crew is planning on coming back. Maybe October next year. A little fairy told me that. We've got LaSalle. I don't know. We haven't talked to them about whether they're coming back for another flotilla. We'll see. We'll see. But it was all good fun. So yeah. We just had a comment in here. What is the best weather window for sailing April to May time frame? From the 1st of April to the 30th of May is the best weather window.
It changes every year. You can't really say definitively.
It depends what you want.
Yeah,
It
too.
really depends what you want. If you want more consistent sailing conditions and weather systems that you're going to actually sail with, then I'd hunt for April. Mid-April to early May is going to be great for that. If you want slightly warmer water and longer days, then you're going to go for later May. All right, so somewhere in there. It just depends what you want.
But
obviously, as soon as you get into mid-May and into closer to June, you're going to have more boats on the water.
But the weather's been so changeable lately that
Yeah.
it hasn't necessarily been the same each year.
Yeah, we sailed. Oh, big yawn. What did I do in April? No, I crossed the Atlantic in April. Or was that March? I'm not sure. Good wind. He wants good wind. So, look, our May flotilla last year was fantastic wind. We had great breeze, and that was 3 to 10 May. That was fantastic.
You mean
So,
our May flotilla
this year. Gee, it was our last May
we had
flotilla.
a lot of wind.
So that window, first and second week of May, was fantastic this year. I definitely had that. I think that's a great time. So if you're looking for a boat, zombies, get in touch with us and we'll sort you out with a boat for that time frame, because that could work really well. And remember, we're running our flotilla on the 10th of May. I'm putting it 1 week later for May. There is one place left, I think, one boat left on that if you want to join the flotilla.
It's 26.
Neil says LaSalle for 2027. We'll see. Very, very cool. So look, that's a basic recap on the flotilla. I had a great time. Really enjoyed teaching and getting back into that lighter wind stuff and more maneuvery things, which was great. No worries. And now already it looks like, well, I can tell you right now, for May 2026, we already have booked out Fufu. We've booked out Mustache Nathan on Felice. We've booked out Rob on Yanina. We've booked... We think Admiral's Passage is now taken. That's exciting as well. We might have a returning Admiral's Passage for for May, which would be really, really cool. So that's 90% of the flotilla. So there's spaces for 1 or 2 more boats to join. So we just got to see what's going on there. But May will book out very quickly. October's got 1 boat booked, very likely already. Oh no, 2. Well, it depends if Yvonne's crew joins back again. Then that's possibly even 3 boats booked for October. So get in if you're wanting to. Just get in and chat to us if you're thinking about the flotilla for 2026, because those spaces are going to go quickly. On that note, timeline is this, basically. Our flotilla will run 3 to 10 May and October. We are then looking at the mile builder, so anyone who wants to join sailing from Croatia to Greece aboard Mila Felice with myself will be on the 14th to the 19th of October, something like that. Anyway, it's about a 5-day trip, just for allowing time, down to Lefkada, and then from there, the 26th of the Sunday, whatever it is, we're doing Sunday to Sunday, 26th of October into early November.
25th.
25th.
Sunday's the 25th.
Sunday the 25th of October to
the 1st of November.
The 1st of November is going to be our Greece flotilla. We'll be sailing out of Nidri on Lefkada, and doing a 7-day itinerary around there and then back to Nidri, which is really exciting. I'm going to say there's 6 boats available, max. I'd like...
That's
what?
a lot.
Well, I mean, 5 plus Mila Felice.
Okay, so
No?
then it's not available because Mila Felice is not available.
Well, Mila Felice is available. Well, we'll
five flotilla yachts.
there's 5 flotilla yachts. So you can see how firm our plans are. 5 flotilla yachts available, and so those boats are looking at Sun Odyssey 440s, Bavaria 45, Bavaria 46, Sun Odyssey 410, and if you want to go down to a smaller boat, Bavaria 37 is also available if you're on a tighter budget, the Bavaria 37 is going to be the cheaper one. But you got to keep up. No, it's going to be easy distances. Wallace, make that 5. So is Wallace saying, I want that spot? You got to tell me which boat you want, man. We need to talk about that. But yeah, so that is what's happening for Greece 2026. End of October 2026 will be the last week of the Greece season. We've just had a call with the operator down there that we're going to partner with today, and started the first negotiations to get you guys the best deal and the best possible things, along with doing a 45D Sharpen Up, because of course that's the way it is. C46, dude, the C46 is not in the fleet. You can't have the C46. You can have a Bavaria 46. It's not a C46. It's not what Wallace is talking about. Wallace is talking about.
C is a.
It's a different model.
Yeah.
It's the new version. So yeah, look, basically this is what it is. And as prices go, as a very rough estimate, this is going to range from, Anna's going to come in at any moment and confirm me not saying double. It basically ranges from. No, I'm going to wait for her. I'm going to wait for her on this.
5.6 for the 37.
5,600 down at the 37-foot version. Okay, 5,600. Yep.
Oh, no, so it's 5.9.
5.9.
If they're return clients, which we know they
Okay,
are.
5,900. But all of our return clients, if you've done a flotilla with us, are getting 5% off. So that's basically everyone who's coming on this is going to be a return client, because we want it to be an alumni. Yep.
And up to the Bavaria 46S.
And the Bavaria 46S or the... No, what about the 440, the brand new one?
I told you they haven't.
Oh, they haven't given us a price on that. But basically, the highest one we've had priced so far will be 7,902. Now that includes everything. Okay,
So
that includes
the flotilla pack and.
the flotilla pack. Includes your charter fees. It includes your fuel. It includes deposit insurance. It includes your dinghy and outboard. It includes all of the cleaning and the transit log, like absolutely everything. You just get on the boat, get your briefing, and we go sailing. You bring it back and you park it, and that's it. You don't have to refuel it, all that sort of stuff. What?
You've got a provision.
They don't have to. That's up to them.
And it's 7 days on the water.
Yeah, and this is 7 days on the water. We leave on Sunday, and we're back on Sunday
8:30.
morning at 8:30 a.m. We can be back the night before if you want, but we're going to be obviously very close to the area, but we're back Sunday. So it's slightly longer, and especially if people are traveling down to Greece, we want to give them a full experience. We've got a cool itinerary mapped out, which is going to be a bit of give and take, because we'll work on the weather just like normal. But I've got I've sailed the whole area. Not the whole, all the places we're going, bar 1 or 2, I've actually been to already. So it's all looking like fun. Nico's got to go. There he is. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for the flotilla. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Nico. Looking forward to all the rest. Graham's here, says great to see it was a good flotilla. Sorry to have missed it. Yeah, man. Hey, you doing Greece, Graham? Talk to me. So look, I'm really excited about the Greece thing, especially because I don't want to go to Greece in the middle of the season. It sounds very hot. But end of October is lovely temperatures. Nico can't wait for May. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. New sales for Mila Felice arriving next week, 2 weeks time, something like that. This sounds great. Greek flotilla. When will be the next one? Well, the first one will be 2026, October 2026. That's with the first one. We'll see how it goes, if there's even going to be a next one after that. We'll see. It's quite a job to get down there and do the whole thing. Kiko's looking forward to next October. Ooh, Kiko, yeah. How do you want? Yeah, what do you want to do? Because we got to talk. We got to talk with Kiko for sure. Daughter says thank you for an amazing experience. For being on the flotilla Sharpen Up 7. No, it was a pleasure to have you all. So a lot of fun. Really excited about this coming season. If you're thinking about chartering, let me know for sure in 2026, because we're taking bookings for just bareboat charters, crude charters, super yacht charters, luxury charters, all of that now. Kiko will join the flotilla. That's brilliant. So, and look, all of these places as normal are limited. So we're going to be putting this information out in the next couple of weeks, along with the launch of our new website and bunch of crap like that. Any catamarans possible? No. Not on that flotilla. I'm not doing catamarans on the Greece flotilla this time around.
We've already done a catamaran on Sharpen Up Flotilla, and it just doesn't
It
match.
didn't work. Yeah.
It
They're
either
too
needs
slow.
to be a proper catamaran flotilla, or it's just monohulls, because there's a lot of differences between the two. So.
Yeah, and look, there, we've still got people, and register your interest. If you want to do a flotilla on a cat, register your interest with us and say, hey, I want to do a flotilla on a cat, Croatia or Greece, whatever it is, and we'll look at that. Okay, we will look at that when we've got the people. We go, so right, there's 4 boats. We're going to put together a Sharpen Up on catamarans. I will do it. I hate them, but I will do it. We just need to have the numbers to get it off the ground. So yeah, let me know about that. And yeah, just get in with your interest. Fill up these places so that we can get it all locked in and sorted. All right. I think that's most of it. I'm actually getting really hungry. You
It's a
hungry?
good thing your father-in-law's cooking dinner and not me, then, eh?
Oh yeah, because you're here. Yeah, but that's us. That's us. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, I've got it. Pass that hoodie, please. So we are going to do one more apparel order for this year. We got a lot of feedback because I got some new hoodies, which were really lovely, and they've got cool pockets, and they've got thumb loops, and they've got a nice hood that goes around your chin with toggles and stuff like that.
Oh, no, but they're really, really good, because this actually goes under here and keeps your chin and your neck warm when you're out doing a blink and anchor in the dark.
I'll put it on. We'll put it on. So there's a number of these wanting to be ordered. I know I've got Nico. I've got Nico's order. Sorry about the microphone situation.
They probably can't hear you.
Relative sizing. So you got pockets, thumb loops, pockets, and pockets within pockets with zips on them, and an all-through pocket, but with the zip pockets and everything. And the nice collar and the good hood. They're more practical. This is a large. Okay, so I'm wearing a large. It's snug on me. But I really like it actually as a large at my size.
They're pretty generous sizing, because I fit an XL and I don't normally fit XL anything.
So I think but a couple of them got ordered. Nico's ordered a couple for his crew now, and these are the new ones. So we've got the Sharpen Up version. We're also doing these for this order coming up. If you want to buy presents for people or whatever it is like that, I can do this in plain 45, or it can be Sharpen Up. The Sharpen Up ones are for the Sharpen Up. So you can order these. So if you want to order any t-shirts, any hoodies, we've also got the towels and the tote bags.
The tote bags were fantastic.
Yeah, they were good actually. So I haven't got one sitting
No, I
there.
don't have one right here.
You want to order any of this stuff now, get in the next 2 weeks. No, you can't order from online on a website. Nope. We haven't got that yet. Just get in touch with us and I can book those in, then we can ship stuff out wherever. We'll do one order and that order will be sent.
Okay, so the best way to get your order in is to send an email.
Is it? Yeah.
It's going to be the easiest way for Chelsea, I think, to collate all of the info. Send an email through to team
at 45degreessailing.com.
Team at 45degreessailing.com. If you want something, send an email through.
Team at 45degreessailing.com.
No.
There we go. I've just put it in the comments there. Wallace said, can we order online from website? No, not yet. That will come in about 3 to 6 years. Graham's interested. Nathan Briggs never got one last year. I know.
But that's because you're waiting for these awesome ones.
That's the one.
You knew it was coming.
100% disclaimer. I love these for out on the boat, for the chin, for all that sort of stuff, for the thumb loops and the practical nature. For the lounging, comfy hoodie, I like the other ones.
Yeah.
They're just a bit more.
Well, I wore mine all week, my new one all week, and I haven't worn it since I got home. I've worn my
your comfy one.
I've worn my comfy ones.
You got a nice new one though, so fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, just knowing that. So those hoodies up for grab. Any extra t-shirts people want, blah blah blah. There will be no, just stop talking, Nick. That's what's up for grab. So if you want any of that stuff in this order that's coming in, otherwise when you're joining the Flotilla, we're getting those orders in very soon. As soon as someone books on Flotilla, we're going to get your t-shirt orders, your hoodie orders, so that we're actually on time this time, because we were shocking
This whole year.
every single Flotilla. Every one of them. We were
I'm
shocking.
not arguing with you.
Yeah, I know. Lovdo's talking about catamarans.
Did you get my message?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
What is it?
Merch.
Oh, merch it. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing the merch. XS13, better placement than an Earthreamer. I mean,
Not
I
really.
just, no. The XS, I was very unimpressed with the XS boats. They're just badly, they seem to be very cheaply built. They're just a lagoon with a lower boom. Anyway, not going to talk about that right now. So, merch, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and on that note though, Lovdo, we actually finally met in person, which was great. It was great to meet you, Lovdo, on the dock behind Mila Felice a couple of weeks ago. And he got his towels that he won on one of the live streams. So that was really neat. Thank you for making the effort to come down. It was great to finally meet you after so much to and froing on live streams. So very, very, very cool. Wallace says, thanks guys. Enjoy the off season. See you on the water next year soon. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so get those orders in for the merch if you want it. We'll be in touch. If you're interested in the Flotilla, get stuck in, get in touch with us. Keep your eyes peeled for the new website coming out soon. Yeah, that's the way.
Out on bales from Bateman's Bay.
Oh, look at that. Nice. First time on the stream. Thanks for letting me in. Love your vids, mate. All the way from Bateman's Bay, Australia.
Excuse me.
What's your name? Because I'm not going to know. And then you're like, oh yeah, commented on the stream. No, brilliant. See you, Graham. Definitely catch you guys up. It was brilliant. If you haven't liked the video already, please hit the like button. Share this with anyone it might be interesting for. And
Anyone thinking of doing the Flotilla?
anyone thinking of doing the Flotilla, it would be a good one. And yeah, really excited about May and Sail Trace and what's coming up. Because of course, remember with Sail Trace, if you're on the Flotilla, you have also got access to that whole thing in Sail Trace. So you get your stats for the week, you get your track recorded, and it all gets done there. Mez, nice to meet you, Mez. All right. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, remember that's another cool feature about the Sharpen Up Flotilla these days.
Thanks,
Love it.
Nico.
All right. Bye.
Dinner time?
Dinner time.